Hello racing fans and welcome back to the Selindor Turf Club, where racing takes place this weekend on Sunday the 12th of October. Not just any racing, it is feature racing with the New Zealand Bloodstock Ready to Run Open Championship being the headline event in race 10, and certainly looking forward to diving into that preview quickly. But before that, we've got a best bet for you to follow in race 2, number 2, Strong Wide from the Chinchinoi stable. Very unlucky last start over 1600 meters here just 2 weeks ago when finishing second behind Frenetic. He actually, in fact, finished in third, but was promoted up to second on the grounds of interference in the final 100 meters or so. So ended up finishing second, beaten just under a length behind the eventual winner. With luck in running on that occasion, I think he would certainly have been the horse to beat and arguably should have won that race. This time round, Jules Barrier 3, White Ivy jumps aboard him once again. And I think Strong White is going to be the best bet in a field that is arguably weaker than his last run. And he really looks like a strong winning chance in race 2. So hopefully punters can start their day off on a winning note as we head across to the feature race, which comes a lot later in the day. Off at 10 to 5 in race 10 is the 300,000 ringgit New Zealand Bloodstock Ready to Run Open Championship over 1,400 meters for a field of 14 runners, and certainly a top quality field of that nature. And really like the chance of number 5, Duma from the Frank Maynard stable. Taking a chance with him, think he provides some good value from barrier 4. The barrier is going to be very important in this preview. Duma, 4-time winner from 11 local starts. And there's been a bit of debate with the trainer with regards to his best distance. And over 1,400 meters, for me, I think this is his ideal trip. 4 starts for 2 wins and 2 seconds over this distance in the past. Again, draws barrier 4. This is going to be crucial, and I think he's going to be able to get first run on a lot of the other runners that have good chances. So for me, number 5, Duma on each way play as the top selection for the feature race. Followed by number 2, Lucky Magic. You can't knock his form. A 9-time winner from 14 starts in the country. He was a Group 1 winner last time out in the Selindor Gold Cup when he won going away by 3 1/4 lengths, although there was a bit of controversy with a few runners dislodging their riders on that occasion. However, in saying that, he was super impressive, and I think the riders obviously stayed on. I don't think anything would have beaten Lucky Magic on that day. Dropping back to 1,400 meters, he's only been over this trip once in the past for a second placing. Here is the big factor though, and which has demoted him to my second choice. Barrier 10. This is going to be very difficult for Shafi to get him into a good spot, and I think Duma will be able to get first run on him. But in saying that, I think Lucky Magic, strong place chance, and on form, he probably is the horse to beat if he was drawn in the first 5. But out in barrier 10, it will be tough for him. Followed by number 1, Antipodean, who's drawn right alongside him from the Simon Dunderdale stable. And he finished 4th in the Selindor Gold Cup, beaten 4 lengths behind Lucky Magic. And Bernardo Pinheiro retains the ride for Antipodean. He's got a great record on him, 8 starts for 5 wins, 1 second and 1 third. He'll be doing his best work late, and he's certainly distance suited. He's unbeaten over 1,400 meters, 5 starts for 5 wins, and 3 of those wins over track and trip as well. He's certainly got to be involved in the quartet. And completing the first 4, number 10, Trees of Alanor, the stable companion to the on-top selection, Duma. KC1 gets the ride. Talk about wide draws. He's drawn widest of all in barrier 14. However, he's had the ideal prep coming into this race. His first up run, which was just 3 weeks ago behind Kim Powell, he's only beaten 3 1/4 lengths. He was running on at the finish, and also distance suited, 2 starts for 1 win and 1 second. I think he'll be doing his best work late, and he can squeeze up into the back end of quartets. So in order, 5, 2, 1, and 10 for the New Zealand Bloodstock Ready to Run Open Championship taking place this weekend on Sunday the 12th of October. Make sure to be here at the Selindor Turf Club for a great day of racing ahead.
Hello everyone, welcome along to another edition of the Selangor Race Preview for the meeting coming up on Sunday the 12th of October. Another bumper card of racing, 12 races commencing at 12:15 p.m. and features the running of the New Zealand Bloodstock Ready to Run Open Championship, and the race is over 1,400 metres and is worth 300,000 ringgit in stake money. It's attracted a quality lineup as well, and that's where my best bet emanates from also. Race 10, number 2, Lucky Magic, coming off his Selangor Gold Cup victory, and that was his 3rd Group 1 victory last up, and he won in impressive style with just over 3 lengths the winning margin. Now, Shafiq has been reacquainted there with the 5-year-old, and Shafiq has had 7 rides aboard the gelding for 5 wins, and I think the pair can dominate again. He is racing in very good form, this guy. Has a class edge on most of his rivals in the event. Of course, Antipodean, also a Selangor Gold Cup winner from last year, has won 5 from 5 over the 1,400 metres, including 3 from as many starts over the 1,400 on the long course there in KL. So he's got a very good statistic as well there, Antipodean. But I think Lucky Magic has the class edge, and I think his winning ways can continue, and I think he will take out another feature. That is race 10, number 2, Lucky Magic, as my best bet for the program. Now, the other horse I think it's worth noting comes up earlier in race 4, number 1, Capuchin. Now, this horse is going around in a 3-year-old contest. It is the New Zealand Bloodstock 2024 Progressive, and I think back to his own age group, he does look very hard to beat. He was placed in a Class 4 last start as a beaten favourite, won on local debut. In fact, he's the only winner in the event, and I think he can bounce back with Bernardo Pinheiro being reacquainted there with Capuchin there come Sunday, and I think he'll bounce back for a victory. That is race 4, number 1, Capuchin, as my other best bet on the program. It's another challenging card for punters, a very good support cast as well, with the 12 races on the program. And like I was saying, the first race coming up at 12:15 p.m. local time. We hope you see you out the track there on Sunday. The next meeting coming up from the Selangor Turf Club is a double header in 2 weeks' time on the 25th and the 26th of October. Good luck for Sunday.